Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bowman. I know he thinks he can house it. But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Takes the handoff. It's Achuk. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back. Get him on the ground quickly.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. Turns it on in midfield. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Complete in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside that are going to make plays, obviously it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Achuk. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter, and after one, we're scoreless.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Goal where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Barges ahead. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
because when you roll out, when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down, and their open runway ahead. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Achuk. Lowers those pads. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
It's complete. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very...
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the ball is intercepted. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Catch in the middle. It's Miller. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Bowman. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Quarterback checking the play. Red pass, it's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. There's a line football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 17, Alabama 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Hand off from the shotgun.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Arnold. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
The Sooners have taken it inside the 20. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Number 11.
Now, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak.
14.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. Extending the play. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.